Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts, Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert, Adam Duran, answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh my gosh, you have picked a topic this week that I think everyone's going to be super excited about.
Maybe. We'll see. It's not a snoozer.
All
or
right.
Is it? Tell me in 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, I'll have to wake you up.
Oh, you mean nap time? Ooh. I could definitely go for one of those.
Actually, I'd like some input. Anyway, today, I would love to hear, to talk about and hear your thoughts on this question. Should I hide my business address on Google? This is a question I've gotten many times from businesses that serve a wide area. So they serve a whole county. Their trucks go all over the place, doing, roofers, plumbers, those kind of fence contractors, any of those. They have a big service area and they ask, hey, should I have my address listed on Google, on that, your Google listing? Now, my usual answer is, well, are you a service area business? That's number one. Usually they are. So if they're asking that question. Number two is your address, the one that it's on there, is that your house? Now, if the answer is yes, it's my house, that's an obvious violation of Google's terms of service.
Oh.
So that's very easy to get you kicked off Google in terms of your listing or get your listing suspended. Any of your competitors can go in there, report that using the suggest and edit button, and Google will almost instantly suspend that location if it's a private residence, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but why? There's so many houses, so many businesses are run out of people's homes.
I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, Google.
All I know is when we see it, it's an easy way to get another business suspended. So your competitors, if they see that's your home address or even an address that is for your business but looks like a home from the outside, if you don't have signage on the outside, that's another one of the Google rules. You have to have permanent signage. If you don't have signage out there, then it can get suspended really easy. All right. So
Google does not want any home-based business.
Yes. And it also wants those with a service area to be a service area business. Now, unfortunately, there's been a bunch of studies about this. And what we found is that if you have a brick and mortar business and a service area business in the same area, about 24% to 36% more people are going to go to that brick and mortar listing. Google's going to show that listing between 24 and 34% more likely to show that listing than the service area business. So that equates to, it could equate to thousands of calls over the course of a year. So this is something, if you have a service area business, you should really, really understand. Hiding your address is good. We recommend, if you have any kind of business, of course, it doesn't really matter as long as it's a business, using that address. Don't hide your address. Even if customers don't really go there, it's the ability to meet a customer during our business hours at that location. That's the key phrase in their terms of service.
I disagree, but who am I?
You disagree with Google or you disagree with my
I disagree with
interpretation?
all these policies because there are, especially during these COVID times, you're going to send someone to a business that's most likely closed or you cannot have the general public in. So,
yeah,
this has only been going on for 7-8 months now. I know, a big surprise, but it's crazy that Google would, anyway. So I disagree. That's what I'll say.
Okay. So the alternative to this of having your address is, we've talked about it before, is using a virtual workspace or a shared workspace. Go there, get your address there. Then you can add all the things that you need. Listen to that other podcast about how to set up an address for your business. But just understand that it's really, really important, in my opinion anyway, if you're in a very competitive industry, to have a physical brick and mortar address listed on your Google listing. There is another reason why. When we take over a client and we're going to improve their visibility online, one of our steps in that process, and it's ongoing, is registering that business with different directories and local directories and different services that list our client's name, address, and phone number. We did an episode about name, address, and phone number, the NAP, and why it's really important. It is extremely important. And if you can't have that name, no address, phone number, then a lot of those listings and those directories don't let you proceed without that address information listed. So that's really, really a great way to get your presence and your visibility to grow it, is to get your site and your business listed on those directories, because they're just links back to your Google My Business page or your website, and they all need your address.
Still disagree, but
thank you. Okay, sorry.
You have not convinced me to put my address. So I have a home-based business, and
yes,
boy, I would never list my address. We have so many cuckooberries out there that would love to come and talk and pound on the front door to get to us. So
yes, we love
the internet for that.
We've had clients who have had their address listed like at their friend's office, and then solicitors have come in and said, "Hey, where's that guy at? I gotta sell him whatever I'm selling," and get upset. So that's why getting a shared workspace kind of eliminates those. If you don't have if you have a service area business, then yeah, it's something that will help your ranking for citations or directory listings. They all generally require some kind of address. And so, yeah, not just your city, but your address. And the more of those that we have, the stronger your presence on Google becomes, and the more likely you will rise in the rankings. So those are the two big reasons why. One, Google prioritizes those businesses with an address. And then two, the citations and those local directories oftentimes need it. They require it. And so that's why we do it. Just like, if you had a Yelp, Yelp does the same. They prioritize, they want you to have an address. If you don't, you can hide it. Yelp is a little different. Sorry, I shouldn't have said Yelp. But Facebook, they want you to have an address. A lot of these local directories, they definitely want you to have an address.
Well, I just thought of a great solution.
Okay.
All right. So you can list your local address. Just dig a moat in front, fill it with alligators, piranhas, and great white sharks. And then when you're bombarded with solicitors and with crazy people, you can just drop them right into the moat.
There you go. American Ninja Warrior style.
Yeah, that's right. If they can cross the moat.
Within 30 seconds.
Yes. Okay, Google, I'm going to at you on this, and you need to fix this, because this is crazy, especially in these COVID times. You can't have people coming to your store or your location and, spreading COVID. You're irresponsible.
Yes. And what I also have had is clients come back and say, "Hey, I hid my address. My service area is all of the West Coast. Why is my listing not showing up?" Mm-hmm. And basically, because you're competing with every business throughout California, Oregon, Washington. So it's going to be really tough for you to come up with that in that kind of a competitive sector. Especially if you're in a competitive industry, it's just, sure, there's too much. So if you're a lawyer, you have an office, I know you want your service area to be all of California, but get real. Make sure that, your service area is really, in your county or in your city even. So just make an address, say on the services, or sorry, the service area you want to just put in your city or your county. So be realistic. I know we all want clients from all over the world. But realistically, it's not going to happen. So if you can get a physical address, do so. Shared workspaces, in California, they're $75 or $100 a month. It's not that big of a deal. And it will come back in that 24% more calls than your competitors, just because you have a physical address. So my recommendation is do it. There you go.
Your podcast. So
thanks, Jamie.
Maybe next week will be how to not have a physical address and still get Google results.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. You can still do it.
I'll submit my idea. My idea for a topic online at Local SEO in 10 on our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page. And then make sure I will definitely write a review on this podcast because I give it 5 stars.
Yay!
And Google, no stars. So.
Hey, there is no Google listing, is there?
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, we should make one. That'd be very funny.
I know. How do I verify it?
Yeah, and how do I get to their home address?
Ooh.
Hello, I would like to talk to Google. Anyway.
Just like Yelp. Yelp is
Hello,
like a
Yelp.
2-star business or something like that.
Exactly. That high. Pretty good.
I know. That algorithm. Very fishy.
Yes. All right. So make sure to rate and review. Anything else you want to leave us with?
That's all I got for today. Thanks, everybody.
Right. Talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.